Hello students, today we are going to start lesson number 16, that is contractions. What do you mean by contractions? Contractions means the short form of the verbs. When any verb is written in the short form or any verb is shortened, that is contractions. Let us understand what are contractions. Read the following conversation. Kirti, today I have got halwa for all of us. My grandmother made it. I am so thrilled. Here you can see I apostrophe VE. This means I have. Here I apostrophe am. This means I am. Anushka, wow, that's great. She's a great cook. Bharat, what's it made of? Salim, my favorite almonds. However, I don't like resins. Anushka, I can't wait anymore. Let's all have the delicious halwa. In this conversation, the words in red are the shortened forms of certain words and phrases. Now, here we have read few sentences. In these sentences, you can see that the highlighted verbs are written with the apostrophe and the short form. So these are the contractions. Now let us understand what these contractions mean. I apostrophe VE means I have. I apostrophe am means I am. That's means that is. She's means she is. Don't is the short form of do not. What's is the short form of what is. Can't is the short form of cannot. Let's is the short form for let us. Understood, students? Such shortened forms are called contractions. Contractions are the shortened forms of words or phrases formed by removing one or more letters. Now, how these contractions are formed? What we do to form this contraction? These are formed by removing one or more letters. We remove few letters from the word to make it a contracted form. See here, from have we have removed HA, from M we have removed A, from is we have removed I, here again from is we have removed I, from not we have removed O, here again we have removed I from is, from not we have removed O, and from us we have removed U. So by removing the letters in this way, contractions are formed. Contractions are the shortened forms of words or phrases formed by removing one or more letters. Usually an apostrophe takes the place of missing letter. Now you see, students, wherever we are putting an apostrophe, from wherever we are removing a letter, we are putting an apostrophe there. See here, as we have removed HA, we have kept apostrophe here. At the place of A, we have put apostrophe here. At the place of I and I in this two. At the place of O and O in these two. Again at the place of I. And here at the place of U, we have kept the apostrophe. Now let us look at some commonly used contractions in English. Now here we are going to understand some contractions of English which are commonly used. Contracted form and expanded form. He apostrophe D, that means he had or he would. He's, that means he has or he is. I'll, I will. I am, that is I am. It's, it is or it has. Let's, it will be let us. What'll, so what will. What are, that will be what are. They are the commonly often used in informal situations such as friendly conversions. Now students, these contractions cannot be used whenever you are going for a formal conversation. You can use these contractions only when you are going with the informal situations. Now let us start with question number 1. Underline the contractions in these sentences. A. My friend's been traveling for a month now. Now students, what we have to do here, we have to underline the contractions. That means we have to underline the short form which is used in the sentence. So here we can see that at the place of is, directly S is used. My friends. So friends here is the contracted form. B. You have got to tell them the entire story. You can't leave it halfway. You apostrophe VE. That means you have. So this is the contraction here. And here can't is the contraction. Cannot and can't. C. I am hoping for Sheetal to get well soon. I am is the contracted form here. D. She hasn't told you that she'll be going to the party. Hasn't, has not. She will. So these two are the contractions here. Students, in the same way you have to complete from E to G in your homework. Now let us look at the following sets of sentences. They would reach Delhi in the morning. They had arrived at Delhi in the morning. She is our new mathematics teacher. She has taught mathematics for 5 years. Now students, here we have used the same contraction. The first one says that she would reach and the second one says they had arrived. Now how you will come to know that it is would or it is had? Now see, you have to see the verb and you have to consider the meaning and the tense of the sentence. Now they would reach Delhi in the morning. We are talking about the morning when they will reach Delhi. So this is referring to the future tense, future time, which is a future action. So whenever any future action is there, we have to use will, would. So we will use here would. Now next one, that is they had arrived at Delhi in the morning. Now we are talking about the morning when they had arrived. It is the present perfect form. We are talking about the morning time of the same day when the action had started and also the action had completed there. So it will be they had. She is our new mathematics teacher. Here we are talking about a mathematics teacher. She is our new mathematics teacher. And here we are talking that she has taught mathematics for 5 years. We are referring to the past perfect tense. The action which had started 5 years ago is still going on in a perfect manner. So it is a perfect past tense. The expanded forms and meanings of these contractions are usually understood from the context as well as the tense of the verb, as we have seen by reading and understanding the entire sentence and also understanding the tense of the verb in the given sentence. Now let us start with question number 2. Tick mark the appropriate full form of the contraction in the each sentence. Now here you are given a contraction And with the contraction, you are given the their full form. You have to select the appropriate full form. She apostrophe D already prepared the dinner. Here we are talking about the action which has been completed. So we will use had. She had. B. He apostrophe D said that he would complete the task. Now here we are talking about the action of saying that he said something. So here it would be had. He had. C. You said that we apostrophe D go to the park today. We are talking about some talk that happened, but we are talking about the future action, that it was discussed that we will go. We have not gone, but we will go. The action has not completed. The action has not started. We are talking about the action which may happen in the future. So it will be would. We would. D. He apostrophe D agreed to pay the compensation. Agreed to pay the compensation. That means we are talking about the action which has completed. So he has. Understood, students? In this way you have to complete E to G in your homework. Now question number 3. Fill in the blanks with the contractions of the words in the bracket. Now we have to fill the blanks with the contractions of the full forms which are given here in the bracket. A. Why blank the lift working is not. So we will remove O and we will write isn't with the apostrophe. B. Blank drinking water so quickly. Mohan is. So Mohan's drinking water so quickly. C. Blank happen to our earth if we will keep cutting trees. What will. So what apostrophe I-L-L. What ill. D. The rabbit blank seen the carrot yet. Otherwise it blank eaten it by now. Has not. So hasn't. Would have. That means we will remove HA and we will write would have. Understood, students? In this way you have to complete from E to G in your homework. Now we will start with the last question of this lesson, that is identify the errors and rewrite the sentences correctly. One is done for you. Here we are given few sentences with errors, with the mistakes. We have to find out the mistake and then we have to write it correctly. A. Her grandmother's unwell. Let's go to the hospital. Suresh will book a cab. Now her grandmothers. Now it should not be grandmothers. Nobody has so many grandmothers. It cannot be a plural form. So we will write grandmother apostrophe S. It should not be let's. It should be let apostrophe S. It will be Suresh apostrophe LL. In this way you have to find out the error and then you have to correct it. B. He'll be able to attend the birthday party. Now you see, students, that if we do not use an apostrophe, it will change the meaning of the word. He will, without the apostrophe, becomes hell. So the meaning will change. So using the apostrophe in contractions is the compulsory thing which you have to do it. He will be able to attend the birthday party. He apostrophe LL. C. Sunana was hoping it rained today. Now it ITD. We are given here ITND and we are talking about a future action. that it may happen that it might rain today. That means we are talking about the action which may happen in the future. So it will be would. So Sunena was hoping it apostrophe D. It would rain today. Understood? Next. D. My father should have paid the electricity bill. Now should have, we will write should apostrophe VE. That means should have. Understood, students? So in the same way you have to complete from E to G in homework.